One of the largest battles in the history of New Eden recently took place in the system of M-OEE8, located in the region of Tribute. The battle would culminate in the destruction of a Keepstar-class Citadel, the largest structures ever constructed by man. It was a thought-provoking moment just before the final battle to see the last few remaining defending ships still tethered to their besieged Keepstar, seemingly trying to hold on for just a few moments more before breaking off, attempting their escape. Facing overwhelming forces and the Keepstar already vulnerable to destruction after attacks in the previous days, its owners, the Circle of Two Alliance, had started to evacuate the Keepstar, leaving the Tribute region to relocate in nullsec. With the Keepstar surrounded on all sides by smaller Fortizar and Astrahus-class citadels, constructed to be used as staging posts, the attackers decided to change their carrier-based tactics from the previous attack and started forming up massive battleship fleets in preparation for the final push.
We didn't bring any major supercap forces this time because we lost a lot of fighter bombers last time. They're worth quite a lot of money, and why waste a bunch of fighter bombers if we don't have to, right? We're gonna have so many subcaps that we don't need fighter bombers to hit the damage cap of the Keepstar.
One can only imagine the finality felt by the Keepstar inhabitants as one by one the ships broke their tethers and left the system. As the last ship, a Leviathan-class Titan, made its jump out of system, the fate of the Keepstar was already sealed. In a final act of defiance, the remaining occupants dug their heels in, determined to take as many attackers with them as possible. Only minutes later, the attackers moved in, engaging the Keepstar from up close, which also brought them into the range of the Keepstar defenses, including its devastating arcing Vorton projector, whose beam of destruction jumped between groups of attacking ships on regular bases, leaving horrific destruction in its wake. For almost 6 hours, the attackers kept up the pressure, with up to 5,000 ships firing at the Keepstar, while at the same time constantly replacing the mounting losses suffered from the Keepstar defenses. Fleets of the defending Circle of Two and their allies did not enter M-TAC-O directly, but instead they sprung a trap.
Well, we got XIX's route through a spy, and we just set up a trap, and we converged on them. They thought that we were all sitting on Titans ready to go into M-O, but we were really all in range of their route, and then when they hit OB and warped to the Hakonnen gate, we all just converged on them, and they couldn't even fight. Like, it was 1,200 versus 300. We got a pretty sizable victory there.
But despite taking an enormous toll on the attackers, destroying close to 4,000 ships during the course of the battle, the Keepstar eventually could not hold on any longer, and just shy of 6 hours into the fight, it suffered a series of catastrophic breakdowns, a sparking of uncontrollable fires, and tremendous explosions throughout its structure, before disappearing in what can only be described as an eruption of blinding light, silencing the voices of its countless millions of remaining occupants. This may have been the final chapter of the 3-month war for Tribute, as Circle of Two have now left it completely. But there is still uncertainty as to what will happen to the region in the near future.
We're probably just going to stage one system like a military alliance, as we do, and then we're going to clear citadels and then set up the correct SOV systems, right people holding SOV. From there it's probably going to be rented.
Circle of Two, now resettling in nullsec, remain defiant.
While we may have lost a sizable and expensive asset in this fight, Circle of Two Alliance CEO Giggs, the person in control of the M-TAC-O Keepstar, caused as much damage Eastwise as there was spent in construction and outfitting of the Keepstar. We'll now move on to bigger and better things with their allies, invading new space and making new allies and new enemies. This isn't the last time people have heard the name Circle of Two.
This is Alton Haveri, reporting for The Scope.